Okay, Alex, first I want to say I love this poster. I love where it's going. I got a PDF. What happened with the screenshot? I was wondering why the screenshot. Because I had to open it in Acrobat to do some things I want to show you, but it's just kind of weird. The screenshot. I wonder what happened there. But anyway, all right, so let's take a look at this piece. And the piece I think is just, it's really wonderful. I love this. I like the structure of everything and this implied kind of like constructivist almost. It's really fascinating, and I think that implying this kind of building structure with these, just with the color shapes is I think it's pretty intense. I really am enjoying where this is going. A couple of things I think are pretty obvious is that I would recommend this being a little bit closer to in alignment. And that's why I drew these guides here. You see this guide right here? You can see structure, everything's out of alignment. That definitely got to be aligned with the N and the B. And then you have, this is pretty good up here, how this aligns, but I want to show you something here. I'm going to take this just tool right here, and I just want to take, if I go like this, and I draw that tool straight up like that, I'm wondering if that's where that type, well, I think it would be a really neat place for that type to start. It's like right in the path of that. So that would be synonymous to the left margin. Did you see what I'm saying? Kind of comparing it to a left margin. I think that would be kind of neat. Pull that over and up a little bit. I think that would be really neat. The other thing is this, okay? I think that, let me get rid of these guys here. Hang on 1 second, because let me see how I can do this. Hang on 1 second. So the one thing I was saying about the poster is that is this area right here. Just I got to tell you something. It's so much indicative of. Well, let me show you. I brought this thing up because these logos were huge in the kind of like the late '90s, and they were everywhere. And it's just kind of this like satellite thing that's going on. They were everywhere. There's one. Here's one. Here's this. The Internet Explorer had that little satellite going around it. The Street.com's got, DirecTV's got this swooshy little satellite. Burger King's got the swooshy little orbiting thing. But I think that they're really kind of, they were overused, and I think it kind of dates this piece a little bit. And that's my concern. Now, I'm going to run the suggestion by you, and I want to, right now, I think you're just kind of, here's where I'm looking at this. This, with the electron in orbit, you're just kind of trying to jam that down, that meaning down your viewer's throat. Your viewer's going to get it. They don't have to get it immediately. That's why I was saying I was going to suggest a more subtle approach. And let me just follow me on this for 1 second, okay? We get rid of this whole thing here, all right? And we just take a little circle and put it right there on the O. Now, when your viewer looks at that, now remember, this is gone. The satellite thing's gone. Your viewer looks at that, they're going to go, I wonder what that O is. I wonder what that dot is around the O. And then they're going to look at the structure of everything. They're going to look at this, and it's going to pique the curiosity to the point where they're going to turn this over. They're going to see that the electrons. They're going to see the subject matter. They're going to see the that this is indicative of the behavior of electron revolving or rotating or revolving around a nucleus. And I think that is going to be the part where the viewer goes, oh, wow, I get that. Oh, now that is cool. Do you see what I'm saying? So that, for that reason, I would recommend going that a little bit more simple, a little less like, in your face, this is exactly what this means, and let's make no bones about it. Let's let it cook a little bit with the viewer, and until they turn it over and see what it's all about. Those electrons. All right, so that's where I'm at. I think other than that, I think it's fantastic. I love the minimalism. I love the connotative meaning that we were talking about right here. Good alignment, nice use of grid. Fantastic job. I love the poster. Can't wait to see where it goes. Thanks, man. Let me know if you have any questions.